talking to Annie here, who has 2 children who are teachers. Annie, that's great that your daughters are teachers, but why don't as many people want to become teachers anymore, you think?
Well, actually, my daughter's actually thinking of getting out of it, and even though she loves it so much, I think there's a lack of duty of care in the actual work environment.
In what sense? Sorry?
Well, she's primary teaching, just principles and the budget restraints and just going up higher. They don't really listen to what's going on with the teachers. So the teachers are given more and more things to do, more work to do, taking on more burdens. There's a lot more kids in the classroom that have learning difficulties, but the teachers are supposed to cater to these children as well as looking after the kids that don't have the learning difficulties. So from my feedback is that the learning difficulties kids obviously need the attention, and the other kids are just left to look after themselves because they're
especially the gifted.
Yeah. And then there's the parents coming in saying, the kids are here, it's up to you to discipline them, even though I don't discipline them at home, it's up to you to teach them discipline because they're at school. I just think overall they're overworked, underpaid, and really not appreciated.
Yeah.
And I can see why people would turn away from it.
Yeah. And also there's this big spate of violence as well. I mean, some of the violence has been horrific.
My daughter's experienced some violence, more not so much on her because she's in primary, but more so kids on other kids. The kids that are out of control, and there's only one of her trying to control 26 kids.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure in high school the teachers also become victims of violence, but she's noticing it more with kids upon kids, which is really difficult.
From reading the papers, if you can believe what they write these days, I do believe that there's quite a bit of violence in the schools these days. I mean, you pick up even just the local paper and you hear of teachers being assaulted in the car park and being harassed and intimidated. The other reason might be the fact that the pay, there's always talk about the pay is not very good. That teachers, considering all the work that they do, they might get maybe 6 or 8 weeks holidays a year, but they do a lot of extra work in those holidays and prepare their classes and things, and maybe they're not getting paid what they should be getting paid. Maybe the pay should be a little bit higher. And also, just in regards to going back to the violence, the disciplinary side of things, like I mean, in the olden days, the kids used to be caned. Well, that's probably not acceptable, but these days the teachers can't even say sit still or please don't speak now without the children go, oh, well, you've just said something that you've just crossed the line and I might be able to go and take you to court for trying to discipline me. If you go to work and you can't express yourself or use certain measures to control your classroom, etc., how can you teach? I mean, that's what it really comes down to.
Exactly.
I know that when my children were going through school, they had this bright idea where the teachers didn't necessarily move up to become the assistant principal or principal. They thought it was a really good idea to bring an ex-accountant in to look more on the financial side of things rather than, again, the teaching side of things. And I'm very much a believer that if you don't have a teaching background, how can you maybe then become the principal and know how those teachers feel and what they go through? I mean, an accountant might very well have the control of the financial aspect of the school, but do they really understand what the teaching is all about and what actually does happen in the classroom? I think that might be another factor. Maybe that's what's pushing the teachers away. I'm not saying that that's not a valid point, that it has to be run as a business, the money needs to be controlled, etc., etc. But then you don't want to lose touch either with the actual educating of the children.
Okay, Will, why don't you think as many people want to be teachers anymore? There have been some stats that have come out. Do you agree with that? I know you want to become a teacher yourself.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I personally just disagree, just from what I've seen, particularly at uni. A lot of people doing sort of arts degrees and law degrees and science degrees, but with how jobs are going, particularly grad jobs, I know a lot of people are looking at teaching because it's got a high sort of graduate salary going in. So I think comparing my degree to a teacher's salary, it's like $40,000 more first year at uni. So that's a big draw in. But yeah, I've really heard the opposite about teaching statistics going down.
Are there any concerns? Have you heard about phenomena such as like the 5-year burnout, the cluttered curriculum, the many hours and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, so I've heard that from teachers from like when I was in high school, as well as my friends that did do teaching. But at the end of the day, it's like when you think about the holiday breaks, although the hours go extended and often unpaid, I think it seems there's more benefits there than, you know, working in the city or with like the APS for 50 years and then retiring. But I think I've heard about the burnout. A lot of people said go do a private or public service job for a couple of years, then become a teacher. But I think it's probably best to be younger doing it, especially if you want to teach like year 10 to 12 kids.
Absolutely.
It's the perfect age. We're about 10 years difference.
It's easier, I can tell you from personal experience. Yeah. Well, nice speaking to you,
It's nice to speak to you.
Will, and good luck with your career.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.